Hey, I want to welcome our guest, the government.
What?
Thanks for listening in to everything that we do every day.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
moving on.
Well, I guess we should start with a welcome to Break Check, everybody.
Welcome to Break Check.
Well, you know what's sad, guys? We didn't get to go to Buc-ee's
No,
Not today. We had
Not
to
today.
postpone it.
because we have tornadoes happening everywhere here in the Midwest.
Well, they wouldn't.
potentially.
Yeah, they wouldn't be while we were driving, but they would.
Yeah.
They're highly expected on the way back.
Yeah.
Well, because of what's happening today, we have a themed discussion today.
We have a
We
themed. Don't we have a themed discussion every time?
Technically speaking.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. But this one's themed to the weather today.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was going to talk about
Twister.
tornado chasing vehicles.
like in Twister.
Yeah.
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 That's cool.
Except we're not going to make the Dorothy.
No, we
Not-
should not make the Dorothy.
not yet.
We're just asking for trouble at that point.
Not yet.
Did you see that they're remaking Twister?
Well, they've already remade it. It's going to be released soon.
I know.
But are they remaking it or is it like a second?
It's kind of a carryover from the previous story.
I was gonna say, that's what I thought. It was more
Oh,
of
so it's a continuation?
Yeah. Different
Oh!
different actors, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not...
But
so
Dorothy is still in it.
Well, yeah. Okay.
I think, but if I recall correctly from the trailer, they're like modifying, like upgrading Dorothy and the equipment and stuff like that. Like it's not.
Yeah,
I
from
don't
the-
think it's a replacement movie. I think it's a.
From the trailer, what I garnered, and I might be totally wrong, but this is the impression the trailer gave me, is it's kind of a retelling of the same plot of
What?
the first one.
Well, then,
Well, I hope
because you
not.
have the same, the good chasers and then the sellout chasers, and they have this feud. It's like the same thing
same idea. Yeah.
as the first one, but I don't. Like I said, that's just the impression I got from the trailer. I could be totally off.
So what are these great tornado vehicles?
Well, one of them is called the Dominator.
So these are like the vehicles, the best vehicles if you want to go chasing storms.
Well, these are ones that have actually been created to specifically intercept tornadoes in real life, like the actual vehicles.
Like they're
that exist.
designed to be storm chasers.
Yes.
Those are cool vehicles.
Yeah.
They're like combat vehicles that don't go to combat
Yeah. Well, they
combat
do.
vehicles.
They go to combat with things that are flying through the air.
Yeah, they combat against forces of nature in which we cannot possibly stand up against.
No.
But hey, we think we can, so here's a vehicle for it.
Right? Well, this is what the Dominator 3 looks like.
Oh, dude, it's got DeLorean doors.
Yeah, it's got.
Is it an Escalade?
It's a Ford truck. They said
It looks like they modified an Escalade.
It kind of looks like that, but it was. I think it was like probably on like a 450 or a 550 chassis or something. But
Are the doors that way so that it can fly away easier in the tornado?
it is that way. I think because they're just so heavy that like they had to put like hydraulic rams on it to get them to open because it's like completely armored plated.
Mm-hmm. It
So-
could also be for quick evacuation if the tornado is getting too close and you want to get out of your vehicle,
Yeah, that could be too.
depending on how slow they open.
Right.
Oh gosh.
Get out! Anytime now.
We got this.
And then they malfunction. And you're like, oh no.
Crap. But it's armored with 16 gauge ballistic steel, 10 layers of Kevlar in the doors, top coat covering with Line-X protective coating, has polycarbonate windows, has a removable rocket system for tornado probe deployment.
Whoa.
A removable rocket. You can fire a rocket into the tornado.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if the tornado's getting a little too intense, you got to cool it
That's what I'm
down.
talking about.
You fire some rockets
That's what I'm
at it.
talking about.
But it also has onboard spikes to help anchor the vehicle down, so
Whoa.
it can spike down into the ground.
Does it say how far they go in the ground?
It doesn't look like it says no, but yeah, gull wing
That's
doors.
pretty crazy.
It has an exterior speaker and PA system, so just like in
What if
Twister,
you
when they're
chase
playing
a
music.
tornado onto the beach and then your spikes go into the sand? It's like not very
Oh.
good.
Unfortunate.
Well, one good thing is that it has an airbag system, so it can actually drop down to the ground flush.
Uh-huh.
And what that does is as long as the air can't get under the vehicle, it's far less likely to actually flip
Lift
the
it
vehicle
up.
over. So it lowers itself down to be flush to the ground.
Oh, hence
So-
the skirt.
Yeah, that's why
it
has
almost
the
looks like
skirt
it's a hovercraft.
Yeah, it kind of does.
It's so low.
You guys know what would be a great tornado vehicle? Maybe.
One that gets you away from it really fast.
Yeah, well, this one might not. Okay, maybe it will. The Cybertruck.
Why would that be a great tornado
I
vehicle?
don't know, because it's bulletproof and
I mean,
all that fun stuff. And
I mean,
you can modify it to where you can put spikes on the side of it.
That's true.
It is heavy.
Yeah.
And like, so, I mean, it could potentially be a good
And I could
basis
see
for it.
that, I keep yawning today. It could also be like, the back tonneau cover, how it kind of slides up and down.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
You could have that where it slides open and one of us could like come up on an actuated lift with a 50 cal and we could shoot rounds into the tornado as we drive away.
Tornado
Not for any
fighters.
purpose, it'd just be like, it would help you deal with the stress of a tornado chasing you.
Yeah.
Instead of firefighters, we're tornado fighters.
Yeah.
Twister fighters.
Yeah, like this one has a rocket.
That's
Why
true.
can't we have a 50 cal?
Yeah.
With sensor bullets.
Yep, sensor bullets, tracers,
Yeah.
tracer rounds.
Sensor bullets. That's what they are. Mm-hmm. It also has the jaws of life and many other rescue tools.
Why would you need the jaws of life if you're inside of it?
I guess if you need to get out of it.
Is there enough? Have you seen a jaws of life?
I've seen them, yeah.
They're pretty big.
Yeah. Well, maybe they also help bystanders who like get trapped in their cars or something like that.
It could be that. I could see that.
So maybe they're not just tornado chasers. They also protect the public. But they also have the Predator now, which is basically just a Jeep with Line-X coating and polycarbonate windows. So this is like a support vehicle for the Dominator. So it doesn't actually intercept the tornado. It's like a support vehicle.
It's like the other one is the battleship and this is the scout.
Yeah.
That runs out and finds it and comes back and reports.
Right. And it does have some.
It's a neon green Wrangler. I love that color.
Yeah, neon green. It's important in this situation because you want it to be highly visible in a heavy storm.
Fine.
So this one has a purpose.
Yeah. When you're running around in the dark in green fields, you want to have a green vehicle.
So neon orange it is.
Maybe they didn't think that all the way through.
Hunters don't wear green. I'm just saying that.
That's true. But there is a competition to the Dominator.
Oh, competitor? Like these are the only two vehicles? Is this a particular company that makes these?
A particular person. So it was a custom built to try to intercept.
So it's
tornadoes.
a one-off.
They've made 3 of them. This is the 3rd generation. So, but yeah, each one of them is a custom built vehicle. Yeah. But somebody made what is called.
Whoa.
Actually, this is the Dominator 3. So this is I guess I should talk about this.
D3.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess I should show this off too. So this is the Dominator actually getting intercepted into a tornado.
What?
This is subsonic what?
It's a sensor to measure the vibrations inside the vehicle as the tornado hits.
Carried around in like a chum bucket. Okay.
Right. Yeah, very scientific.
I wonder if they've seen the inside of a tornado.
They have. This is the video of them actually inside the tornado.
I'm looking for a
Whoa.
cow.
There was a huge tree that went past.
Yeah, it looked like a shed. Interesting. See how thick that window was?
Yeah. No, it's very thick. But yeah, they
We were just in...
That would be cool to
It
experience that.
Well,
would
it
be
looked
cool.
like they did it intentionally. Like they were testing the vehicle. Why would you not do that as like a remote? Like, can you remote control the vehicle and not put human lives? Test it the first time and be like, oh, major success. Now let's drive into it.
Well, I don't think this is the first time they've done it though. I think they've intercepted tornadoes before.
With people in it.
Yeah. I mean, they probably did testing with like jet engines to see if it could get flipped over, because they determined that the speed inside the tornado was like 160 probably miles an hour, and you can do that with a jet engine. Like you can get a couple jet engines and get faster than 160, 200 mile an hour winds pushing on it. So so if you took it to like to a test area and you tested it and you saw that it wasn't going to flip over, I would say
There's probably wind tunnels that can replicate a tornado activity as well.
yeah, I would think so. But as I stated before, there is a competitor to it, and so somebody else has made their own different one.
Is this a different one?
This is a
'Cause it
different
looks
one.
really similar.
It's very similar, but this is the TIV-1, Tornado Intercept Vehicle 1.
The
Ah.
TIV.
So this is not the Dominator, but this is the Tornado Intercept Vehicle.
What is that one based off of? I see it's got dual axles in the rear.
Yes, I think this is based off of a Dodge pickup truck, if I recall correctly. And they added the extra axle in the back.
So it's a Dodge that does not dodge.
Yeah.
Anything.
This Dodge does not dodge, but the other one will lower itself down to the ground.
Mhm.
This one actually has these doors with the hydraulic rams that
Oh, I see.
push skirts down.
But it's not
So-
all the way. It's not surrounding the whole vehicle.
No, it's not. Which,
Was the other one surrounding the whole? It was, wasn't it?
yeah, it was.
Yeah. Goes all the way around.
Yeah, skirt all the way around. So I feel like if I had to choose, the Dominator is probably the better design.
Maybe as far as that goes.
Yeah, as far as because you can see the skirt
Yeah.
kind of goes around the vehicle, but I mean, not that this couldn't stand up. It looks pretty substantial,
Right.
and I didn't find a video, at least not in the quick lookup that I did, because we were supposed to go to Buc-ee today, so I was having to look for a topic pretty quick. But I didn't find a vehicle of this actually intercepting a vehicle. There's this artist.
That AI rendering.
Yeah, I can't imagine there's a lot of situations where there's 4 tornadoes in the same place.
Well, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5?
There
If you
isn't.
count this one here.
I don't know if that's part of. Oh, I guess that would be 5. Yeah, so I don't know of a lot of situations where there's 5 tornadoes in one place. But that leads me to this question of if we were going to build a tornado intercept vehicle,
Oh.
what vehicle do you think you would build it out of?
Cybertruck.
Jen is clearly the Cybertruck.
I would do something similar to that, but I would use
Uh-huh.
a Ford Excursion with the 7.2 diesel in it.
Okay.
The Ford 7.2 Power Stroke diesel. Because it's like a die-hard, will not quit powerhouse of a motor.
Right.
And the Excursion is the heaviest vehicle you can drive from the factory
Oh.
before you modify it.
I was going to say, I don't know if it would compare to this guy.
So that's what I'm saying, yeah, before any modification.
Yeah.
So, and it's plenty of room. It can carry a lot of weight.
True. That's a good starting point. I have a different idea.
Which is?
I know. I was like, that long pause. Suspense.
My idea is to use the Porsche 911 Dakar. Huh?
Oh.
Right? Off-road Porsche. And obviously, I would armor it.
When you want to make a mistake.
What? No. It's low profile, and you put the skirt kind of thing around it so you can lower it, with some airbags so you can lower it down to the ground. And it's quick. It's going to get in and out quick.
What's ground clearance?
It's that much
Oh, okay.
in the video. In the picture, you can see it right there.
What's payload on it? Can it carry your gear?
It can carry us.
Okay.
All right.
It's a 2-seater, isn't it?
Yeah. So
There's 3 of us.
How many? No, she can stay in the back.
In the back of what? It's a 2-seater car.
No, I mean she can we'll drop her off. We'll
I'll
drop
be
her
on
off.
the roof.
Yeah, we'll drop her off in somewhere, away from the tornado.
You know what? I apologize. We have to have outside camera shots.
Yeah, obviously.
Duct tape.
Why do I have to stay in the hail and the rain?
We'll put you in a bomb suit.
Because you weigh the least, and we want to make sure the duct tape holds. You're also you're also the most aerodynamic.
Wow. Thanks. Because of my nose, huh?
No, because
Yeah.
you're small.
Oh.
But we'll put you in a bomb suit. It'll be fine. Yeah, those are
Yep.
impact resistant, right?
To an immediate concussion, yeah, but
Yeah.
not a sustained pressure. I mean, yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I have to wear a helmet.
How about you're really good at cosplay stuff? You can make a juggernaut from Fallout,
Oh yeah.
Out of cardboard and
They'll
the
stand
EVA foam will keep me safe.
Hey.
It will weigh me down. I don't have to worry. It's fine.
Warbler has the word war in it. You can mold the whole thing out of Warbler.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Done. I can't have
Finished.
all the answers to your problems.
I'd be
Jen.
like a miniature version of one of those suits. They're so tall. I'd be like,
See? Aerodynamic.
my
Duct
God.
tape will hold.
That's the important part. The duct tape.
I'm dead. I'm gonna
We don't have a
die.
big budget. We can only afford so many rolls of duct tape, and we don't have enough to hold us. I'm trying to think of
Just
our
gonna-
financial
I'm
position.
just gonna stay home.
Then how are we going to get the shots that we need?
Yeah.
How selfish of you, Jen.
Well, I guess you're getting the shots yourself. I'm going to be very selfish that day.
You've been hanging out with him so much that his selfishness.
It's rubbed off
Remember
on
the
me.
pie incident?
Yeah, that's true.
I refuse to stop the whipped cream from getting on his shoe, and you're refusing to get the shots. So
We're
selfish
such
people.
Jerks.
So, what color duct tape do you want?
No, I don't know.
Well, lime green, obviously.
Lime green.
Yeah. So you would go for an excursion.
I'd probably go with an excursion.
I'd go with-
only with the diesel, not the V10. That sucks.
I would go with the 911 Dakar, and you'd go with the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
And you would probably run out of power like 100 miles from the tornado.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unless she found a way to harness the kinetic energy from
Potatoes.
or the friction
A
from the air.
wind generator on top of the.
Yeah.
There you go.
You'll see a whole bunch of little mini pinwheels.
Yeah, all over the
Over the car.
Hooked up to little motors. You know?
You could put like little LED lights like running down the stem of all the pinwheels, and then as it spins, it could write out a message that you could type on the inside. Help me!
I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Tornado chaser.
No, I'll
Anybody
just
have a
use-
charger?
I'll just use electric eels.
Electric eels. See, that's a good idea that we had.
It
I
was.
That he
disagree.
didn't like.
I
See,
disagree.
Yeah.
You still have to feed them.
No.
How do you?
it's cheaper than paying for electrical charges or fuel.
Is it
Yeah.
really though?
What do eels eat?
I don't know.
Electricity. Haha. Got you there.
Well, then you'd have
It's
to
a
charge the.
self-sustaining system.
Exactly. They eat each other's electricity.
I'm sure that's how
They
that works.
charge
It's
themselves.
exactly how it works.
I'm sure that's how
I
that
used
works.
to read stuff about marine biology.
Did
I was
you?
not a
Yep.
marine biologist myself, but I know.
Did you?
It's facts.
I'm gonna look this up.
You
Fresh research.
Try to find a website that does say they eat electricity, so it goes by what we said. Yeah, they eat electricity.
I heard
No,
that.
No, you did not. Mm-hmm. Try to find it. You got this.
They eat fish,
No,
insects, and small
you
vertebrates.
found the wrong website.
Such as in.
You found the wrong website. What is this website?
It is National Zoo.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Oh yeah.
National
the National
Zoo.
Zoo
National
doesn't know.
And
Zoo.
Car and Driver knows the worst miles per gallon cars.
Yeah.
Anti-Rolls-Royce website of Car and Driver.
We all know that eels are born from lightning.
Born from lightning.
It strikes the ocean and boom, a whole bunch of eels come out of it.
So what you're saying is we could have infinite free electricity if we just put eels inside of generators.
Yeah.
And
You can get an eel for $340 to buy it.
That's
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
That's cheap.
Depends on what kind of fish they eat.
You seem to be having trouble finding the information that you want to.
Well, I'm saying it depends on which kind of fish.
Oh,
yeah. What kind of eel? It's
Yeah.
a specific eel.
There's an eel called a fire eel.
Do they make fire instead of electricity? Because you have an electric eel and a fire
so
eel.
whenever you light a match, boom, a whole bunch of fire eels come out.
That's
And that's
what-
how they're born.
Ah.
And that's how they're born. You know what's crazy is they actually don't know how eels are born.
What?
When eels reproduce, this is crazy fact. This is real. You can look this up.
Okay.
They dive so deep down and nobody knows where they go. But when they come back, they have offspring. They don't know how they reproduce or what it looks like when
So no eel is ever reproduced in captivity?
I don't believe so.
Okay, we need to research this. It's still correlated.
Well, according to this, eels release their eggs underwater to be fertilized by clouds of expelled sperm.
You mean of expelled lightning?
Yeah, lightning.
Because
Totally.
they're fed by lightning.
Yeah. And that's the reason why we can't breed them.
Mm-hmm.
We need electricity. We need lightning.
So they can only be created by lightning. Gotcha.
Are we done with the tornado vehicles?
Yeah, that's all I had for the tornado vehicles.
Sweet.
There was only two that I found. There was only two tornado intercept vehicles that I could find.
Oh. I have something conspiracy related.
Oh.
I can't consider they're conspiracy theories, though.
So no coach today?
Well, we could go to the coach. But one thing about conspiracies is everybody makes fun of them and people that follow them because they're just theories and they're not true. I mean, I have a few conspiracies that I wanted to talk about that were actually proven to be true. That everyone said, you are so crazy for believing that. That is completely out of this world that would never happen.
That is so far-fetched.
And then it turned out to be true.
Oh, you were right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The problem is, it kept being right all the time.
I mean, everything is crazy until somebody actually does it or proves it.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Wright brothers.
You're only crazy until you're proven not crazy. Right? Did you know that during the Prohibition there was a conspiracy that, I mean, do we need to go to the coach? Because these are proven right. So these are now proven facts.
Yeah, probably can't go to the coach.
Yeah.
So there was a conspiracy during the Prohibition. If you don't know what the Prohibition was, the U.S. government actually made alcohol illegal for a period of time.
Moonshine.
That's kind of how NASCAR started.
In like
Yep.
in the late 20s, early 30s of 1900s. So you have to say that now because it's 2024.
That's true, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. So in like the 1920s, 1930s, that era.
In the 20s, you mean last year?
Yeah. This year?
Yeah.
Now?
Wait a second.
Today?
Right?
Actually.
People were claiming that the government was poisoning the alcohol, poisoning the booze. They're like, you are insane. The United States government would not put poison in drinks and give it to the American people. Because the government loves the people, right? They're for you, right?
Wouldn't technically alcohol itself be a poison? Isn't it technically a poison?
Well, yeah, but the government was poisoning like actual poison designed to harm and kill people.
Oh, okay. So
in
like
alcohol in order to deter people. So they're intentionally putting just enough dosage to make people sick.
Like fentanyl.
Okay.
Yeah, like
to try to
bleed where they shouldn't be bleeding from and make them sick and go to hospitals in order to deter people. Trying to say that it's the alcohol making that sick.
Oh my gosh.
To deter people from drinking. They're like, this is before they made it like illegal.
Okay.
Right?
What the heck?
Yeah.
That's effed up.
You could imagine how that could be like a conspiracy or conspiratorial.
Definitely. Yeah.
Like the government wouldn't be doing that. All these people are just getting sick because that's what alcohol does to you.
Right.
Right? Like all the stuff, that's what this does to you. This, the government wouldn't be behind that.
Yeah.
Until it was proven right. The truth is the government was behind it was behind it all.
Oh.
So manufacturers of industrial alcohol had been mixing their product with dangerous chemicals for years prior to Prohibition. Between 1926 and 1933, the federal government pushed manufacturers of alcohol to put stronger poisons into their alcohol to discourage bootleggers from turning alcohol into moonshine. It didn't stop bootleggers or their customers. By the end of the Prohibition, more than 10,000 Americans had been killed by tainted booze.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So they started doing it to keep moonshiners from making it.
Well, but that doesn't make sense.
And so that also pushed moonshiners to not use, to make their own alcohol.
Yeah.
They didn't use. So people that were drinking it before the Prohibition was actually a law.
Right.
Were getting sick, and 10,000 Americans died. As a result.
So because of that, when they did do the Prohibition and people started drinking illegal alcohol,
they weren't getting sick and dying.
It was actually healthier for them.
It was healthier, yeah, because there wasn't poison in it.
Yeah.
So
people who died from moonshine is people that alcohol poisoning from any alcohol now.
Yeah.
Whether that's poison or not.
Right.
Makes you wonder what's in our food nowadays, right?
Well, just look away from the caramel.
From the caramel?
Yeah. Apparently that the caramel that they use on a certain coffee brand, a mainstream brand coffee business, they use caramel that apparently still causes cancer, and it's banned in Europe. But they still use it here in America.
There's rumors that on the very near horizon, there's FDA's banning a bunch of foods that are banned in like every country but America.
Right.
Which would leave us like we would lose Fruit Loops, we would lose Doritos, we would lose Cheetos.
Wow.
We would lose Kool-Aid.
Wow.
Like, there's a lot of things that are like people's like, that's my everyday diet. That would go away.
I can't lose Cheetos.
Red dot number 6.
I'll die for Cheetos.
You might have to. You might have to start an underground moonshine
Cheetos
deal.
Underground Cheeto train.
No, not my Cheetos.
Did you also know that we have had an acting female president?
Huh?
We have?
An acting female president.
What?
President Woodrow Wilson, he actually had a stroke during his presidency that rendered him unable to make, presidential decisions.
Oh.
And instead of his vice president stepping in, it was sort of kept undercover and under wraps, but it was rumored, and now it's been proven, that his wife, Edith, was actually making for actually a little over a full year. She said it was claimed acting as a steward, but historians have analyzed and proven through research that Edith was actually the acting president for about a year
Oh wow.
of his 4-year presidency.
That's odd though, because wouldn't the standard procedure be that the vice president becomes this?
Yeah,
the
but they
acting
kept it under wraps that Woodrow had a stroke and he was incapable.
Oh.
So she was effectively the president for a year,
So
and they were passing off all the decisions as his because they didn't want the country believing that he was sick or had issues or
Gotcha.
health problems.
Interesting.
Edith Wilson, we've effectively had a female president, acting female president for a year.
Yeah, illegally, but yeah.
Yeah, illegally. But hey, the country's still
Interesting.
here, so she must have done an okay job.
Yay.
Did you know that the government also was rumored as to testing out mind control and behavior modification using LSD
Oh,
on people?
Huh. I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised by the
The
silence.
CIA was testing LSD. This is the conspiracy that the CIA was testing LSD and other hallucinogens on Americans without them knowing it to experiment behavior modifications. The program was actually known as MK Ultra, and it was real because it's been unclassified since then.
Oh.
CIA started using volunteers initially.
Right.
So, hey, you're volunteering. This is LSD. It's a new synthetic drug.
Right.
We don't know what it'll do. So, okay, sign up for that. Make some money from the government.
Okay.
But the program heads, they soon began dosing people without their knowledge
How do
to
they
test it on people to see if it would affect them the same way if they didn't know they were taking it.
Right.
MK Ultra left many victims permanently mentally disabled
Oh my god.
because they were giving them heavier and heavier doses and unknown doses on the effect of people. So people unknowingly were exposed to LSD and other hallucinogens from the CIA unknowingly, and they have permanent mental disabilities because of it.
How did the CIA give it to them or dose them without their
I
knowledge?
don't know. It doesn't say that.
It doesn't specify that.
Yep.
Huh.
But I mean, and then I have one more. There's a list of them, but I have one more that I wanted to go over.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a drug in South America called scopolamine.
Okay.
They call it the devil's breath because it's a flower that actually grows hanging down, so you can reach up the pollen. You can just reach it. You don't have to reach up over it.
Oh.
Well, this stuff is so potent, and everybody has a different tolerance to it.
Okay.
So like a small little, finger pinch of it could kill you, or it would take a cup of it to kill you. So nobody knows what your tolerance level is of it. But it's something
it's
that
a Russian roulette.
yeah. But what you do is they call it devil's breath because it takes away your will and it has zero physical effects. You don't know if you're under the influence of it or not. And all you do is you blow the dust, like you crush up the pollen and you mix up the dust a certain way and you blow it into someone's face. When they inhale it, they are under the influence of it. And you don't know you're under the influence of it. You basically black out, but you act perfectly normal. There's no dilation of the eyes. So
What?
So people, they'll walk down the street and they'll get dust blown in their face. There's a whole documentary on YouTube about this. You can look at it. The Devil's Breath, scopolamine. It's crazy. And they'll blow it in people's faces and they'll be like, oh, they'll get under the influence and be like, hey, let's go empty your bank account. Cool. And they'll walk over. Hey, let's go do this. Let's go do that. Okay, cool. And they just go with whatever you suggest to them. And they have no will. They don't remember any of it. And then they wake up, with their organs harvested or in their apartment and they don't have any memory of anything.
Whoa.
Hell.
Terrifying stuff. 'Kay.
Wow.
That flower needs to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Good
This
Lord.
last one, did you know there was a conspiracy that the Dolly Llama was a CIA agent?
The Dalai Lama.
Like-
What?
Yeah, it sounds
No.
crazy. It sounds crazy,
Wait,
but it's real.
but I'm trying to think of what Dalai. I've heard the name Dalai Lama, but I don't know like what
He
it
was
is.
like the
Or it's
Dalai
a
Lama,
person?
He was like the peacekeeper. He was like
like another Gandhi.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The Dalai Lama, he's like another pope.
Oh, didn't know
So
that.
the Dalai Lama was actually on the CIA's payroll.
Huh.
So it's this thing here says, perhaps the reason the Dalai Lama is smiling in all those photos has something to do with the 6-figure salary that he pulled down from the U.S. government during the 1960s. So in the 1960s, the CIA funded the Tibetan resistance to the tune of $1.7 million per year, and the Dalai Lama was paid $180,000 per year.
Oh, wow.
And the idea was to disrupt and hamper China's infrastructure.
He's supposed to be a spiritual leader, and he's
But the
doing
Dalai Lama
this.
was paid $180,000 a year from the CIA in the efforts of disrupting China's infrastructure.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
Whoa.
Crazy.
you're
Anybody
only
can-
crazy until you're not crazy.
Is Gandhi undercover agent too?
Well,
I can't tell you that.
Oh
Well,
my
when
gosh, they're like the
But I do know that
Avengers.
John Lennon was under government surveillance legit because they thought he was a threat to the United States government because of all his anti-war, speech and songs.
Holy cow.
Yeah, no.
well, when I look up the Dalai Lama, I get a bunch of pictures of waffles.
How'd you spell it?
Huh?
How'd you
Yeah,
spell
how did you
Dalai
spell
Lama?
Dalai Lama to get waffles?
Dolly
Nope.
and then llama.
Nope, not Dolly, not Dolly
Oh.
Parton.
D-A-L-I.
Dalai.
Oh, A-I.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this Dalai Lama is a Dalai Lama waffle master.
Yeah.
Oh man, waffles sound good right now.
Well,
Yeah.
well, this Dalai Lama looks delicious.
Yeah, we should go there. Where's it at?
I
Is
don't
it still
know.
is it open for business?
Maybe let me look.
We're gonna go visit the Dalai Lama.
So there's a few of them, but the nearest one is a little bit further south of Denton, Texas, in
Oh
Dallas,
boy.
Dallas, Texas.
We need to go to Dolly Llamas.
Oh boy.
Wow.
So I'm glad that we postponed our trip now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were holding in the fart for a later fart.
Yeah.
Yeah. For a little bit bigger of a fart.
Not because of tornadoes.
That
Even
could
though that
of
was
be.
the
Dalai
biggest
Lama.
thing.
We got to stop at Dalai Lama, and that'll be our snack for the way back.
Ooh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Dalai Lama snack. But yeah, it's a little bit further south than Denton and
There's
and
also
Dallas.
Oh.
there's also a truck for sale in Dallas. You guys can just drop me off, head back, and I'll just
Oh, that would work
drop me off
too.
at the dealership. and I'll just-
Oh. Okay.
Is it the lime green one? Oh no, that's
it's not.
in that's
that one's
in,
up near St. Louis.
Um,
yeah. Okay.
As I was driving here,
Oh,
if you want to talk about one more thing,
sure.
as I was driving here, I saw it must be yard sale weekend
Oh,
because
the worst time
I was
to
gonna
have
say,
a
it's a
yard
bad time.
sale.
yeah, when tornadic activity is
yeah.
That's when we Kansas go out, and that's when we have yard sales.
well,
and
if
that's
you
when
ain't
we
out
take,
in the field, how you gonna get a good view of it?
yeah.
I mean, right now it's like the calm before the storm, and it's
I mean,
like
how
25 mile an hour
dumb-
winds.
How
Yeah.
dumb are you?
Well, we
You're
Kansans are
inside.
pretty smart here in the Midwest. Yeah,
Yeah.
we like taking VJs. We mow our lawn during a tornado when there's a tornado right behind us. Actually, I don't know where that was from. There was a dude mowing his lawn, and there was a tornado back there, and he's like, "I gotta get my lawn mowed."
Gotta
I've
be.
seen people mow their lawn when it's raining.
Yeah.
I've seen
Why?
people mow their lawn at night without a headlight on their mower. Well, as I was driving by all of these, congested side streets and odd collection of things that really kind of give you an insight into people's personal lives, be like, why would you? Okay, whatever.
Right, right.
But I was thinking of what are some of the strangest things people have ever found at garage sales? So here was my thought. I was like, I'm going to tell you some of these things,
Okay.
and you have to buy it. If it's something that you have to buy, how much
Okay.
would you be willing to pay for it?
Oh, okay.
If I have to buy it, how much? Okay.
If you have to buy it,
okay.
how much are you willing to pay for it? So think of these things.
Okay.
It's not a personal thing that maybe you need,
Right.
but maybe you know somebody that could use it. And so it's something like, okay, I know someone, I have to buy this. How much am I willing to pay for this?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. The first one is somebody went to a yard sale and they saw a lawnmower for sale until they quickly realized it was theirs that had been stolen a week earlier. So your lawnmower got stolen.
Wow.
A week later, you go to a yard sale and you see your mower that was stolen. How much are you willing to pay for it?
How much does it cost to call 911?
How-
That's how much I'd be willing to pay for it. I have to buy it.
Yeah, how much would? Yeah, I mean, what do you want
That
to
sucks,
give
man.
or pay to get it? Yeah.
To get it back.
Yeah.
I guess it would depend on whether or not it was a good lawnmower.
I'm about to spend.
Right?
I'm willing to spend time on the phone with the police. Is
Yeah.
what I'm willing to
That's
spend.
what I'm willing to spend too.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
I think that's pretty. That's pretty ballsy.
That's
Yeah.
I'm
pretty
gonna put
funny.
my neighbor's mower out that I stole.
Yeah, hopefully they don't come by.
They're like, oh, well, I know who the
Yeah.
thief is in this neighborhood.
Somebody else came across a glow-in-the-dark black velvet picture of Jesus and Elvis shaking hands.
Whoa. Okay. $25.
25.
25?
Wow.
Wow.
What are you willing to pay for it?
I was gonna say like I don't know, like $5.
$5? I was figuring, I don't know, less than $1. I don't have a black light. It's not going to glow in the dark at my house.
Oh, yeah.
This one, somebody came across a collection of bedpans from apparently the person had a family member who passed or was bedridden at one point.
Uh-huh.
And they were selling a collection of bedpans, but it was labeled as mixing bowls. Yeah.
No.
Remember, it doesn't have to be for you. But you used bedpans or mixing bowls, however you want to spin it.
Maybe like
I would-
$5 and then I'll donate them to the hospital.
Oh,
I would-
okay.
I would offer them a penny and just hope that they would deny.
No decline.
Yeah.
It doesn't say if they were cleaned or not, but you can
Ew.
assume that they would be.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Another person came across a set of false teeth
Oh.
that apparently the owner of them passed away and the daughter was trying to sell them
Why?
at the estate sale.
But why?
It's not going to fit in anybody else's mouth.
And that's just disgusting.
Or
Ew.
it wouldn't fit in my life is where it wouldn't
Yeah.
fit. No.
I mean, maybe a dentist would want to buy them just so and he could put it at his office.
I mean, you could put some like a little motor on it and make it the chattering teeth toy.
I wouldn't want it. Ew, no.
Actually, I would probably buy them and then I'd clean them up really well. And I'd probably use them in like a sculpture or something for like a Halloween prop in the front of the house.
Talking about creepy looking teeth, have you
What?
have you seen? Do you remember the original Ninja Turtles movie from the early '90s?
Ugh, those things are so
Have
scary
you seen
looking
that?
now.
Like, because all these movie props and costumes, they just store them,
yeah.
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
There was a picture that I saw on Facebook last weekend.
Okay.
Was the condition of the original Ninja Turtle costumes now. And like all the material around the heads were like rotting away from the teeth. So it's like you have these nasty big looking teeth just like sticking out. And like the lips look like they're rotting away. It looks so creepy.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Like
no.
think of Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's what I was thinking.
Creepiness.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh man. The next thing that was found that was kind of strange is somebody found what they thought was a gag, because like you can go to zoos or places animal themed or related, and they have like chocolate mothballs, and they'll claim it's like rabbit pellets or moose droppings, that kind of
okay.
thing.
Right.
This person found actual moose droppings for sale, and they were set up as ornaments for a tree, earrings, and necklaces.
Did you know that they actually sell that?
What?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they sell.
And this person found some at a garage sale.
Yeah, they sell moose droppings, and then they put like a resin or something around them.
But why?
Yeah, as like a gag gift, but it's actual poop.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you gotta buy it. How much you willing to pay for it?
I'm gonna go with the penny method again.
Dang it!
I don't want that.
I would get some of those. I'd pay like $10 for that and make it my next Christmas gag gift.
Yeah,
Because
that would
most,
be good.
Yeah, most like white elephant parties, they're like,
From-
everybody bring a
from the-
$10 or cheaper gift.
From this moment on, every Christmas, I'm gonna try to figure out which president is yours and avoid it at all costs.
You don't want moose poop.
I don't want moose poop.
Yep.
So, do we have anything about comments?
We could look up comments. Yeah. Let me get to it. Make sure my volume's down so it doesn't interfere.
Interfere.
Interrupt. Let's see. Oh, we don't have any comments this week.
Wow.
All right.
Nothing.
Not
Nada.
love.
How many
nada.
views do we have?
We had 4.
I had to move my head away from the mic because my laugh was so loud.
Cackle.
Apparently people are getting tired of us.
Like, this podcast sucks. I hate it.
Oh, I'm sorry. We had 7.
Oh,
That's
Seven-
better.
7
hey,
views.
3 more. Woo.
But hey, we still have 58 subscribers, so we haven't scared anybody away.
Wait, I thought we had
That's true.
59.
No, we had 58.
I've never seen 59 on
Oh,
there.
okay, never
Yeah.
mind. Did you
No.
know that your comment last time it was your mom? You're like, I wonder if that's
Oh,
our
the
58th
Nancy
subscriber.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which actually I talked to mom and dad. That was actually dad. And
Oh.
it showed up as mom's name.
the weirdest dad.
Heck.
So dad comments on mom's Google YouTube account,
Right.
and mom texts from dad's phone. You okay over there? Was that a brutal reality you weren't aware of?
Oh no.
Oh no. My water bottle.
Yeah, let's blame the bottle.
While I was moving it, and the water was like, wait for it, wait for it. And it went, whoo. I was like, what the heck? I'm glad we took this off of the.
It's like when you have
Off of the store.
like a slushy or an icy, and you have like just the ice at the bottom. And you're like, oh, I want it. You can go and drink it, and you're like, come on, and you start tapping the bottom, and then it's like torpedoes, right in
Yeah.
your face.
Yep.
It did it again.
Ah, it's so cold.
It did it again. Like, it stops the water, and I'm like, huh. And I tip it back just a little more, and it goes, boo.
Jen has just graduated from sippy cups, so she's still working on it. Still working on it.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
It's hard
It's-
when you're working with the first generation AI robot. you
Yeah,
know?
It's
yeah,
new.
yeah,
So we have
Anyways.
no comments.
yeah. We have no comments on
Oh, all right.
last week's video.
Well, then I guess we should take our exit then.
Yeah, we should take the exit. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're watching. You should tell your friends about it. Hopefully your friends want to watch and they can like, subscribe, share, hit the little bell dingy thingy.
Well, watch this video and subscribe by tapping up there.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you did, appreciate you.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.